Hey, beautiful people. It's me, Marlon Bennett, guys. My cats are fighting. My AC's down, guys, and I have someone inside on my home right now fixing my AC. My wife's in her home office working from home, guys. I'm gonna try to make it through this video, and hopefully without a lot of distraction. Right? Welcome to another 1 million ways to market YouTube video. Welcome inside my 1 million ways to market training, which is all about advertising, traffic, resources, and training, guys. Over the shoulder training. So today, guys, we're gonna talk about why email marketing is the ideal business model. At least it is for me, and why it might be, and how it can become for you too a nice business model that you could easily, I'm just trying to adjust myself, you could easily tap into and start doing today, right? And so if you guys have been following along inside the lead training, guys, we know we started out talking about the lead capture pages and why and how you can use simple lead capture pages to build your email subscribers list, right? And so we already know that once we're capable of building our own email subscriber list, then we can start to communicate with that list of email subscribers through or via email and or broadcast. Thus, that's why I talk about email marketing as your megaphone at Yankee Stadium. I didn't know this, guys, until I read this a few years ago. The Yankee Stadium could actually hold up to 50,000 raving fans. I never knew that, right? That's a lot of people inside of a stadium, and they're all there for one reason and one reason only, right? To watch the game, right? If they're in the stadium, they're there to watch whatever it is they're there to see. That's what they are there for. So that we know nobody comes to the stadium to watch a movie, right? You come to the stadium to watch a game, or it could be a movie, I guess, if it was on a big screen. But you come there for one reason and one reason only, and that's why you're inside of the stadium. And Yankee Stadium can hold 50,000 people. And I like to think of my email subscribers list, and I want you to think of your email subscribers list as Yankee Stadium. Now, you may not have 50,000 subscribers on your email list. You might only have 500. You may have none at all. You may have yet to venture into building your own email subscribers list. But when you do, and as you start to think about it, imagine if you had 5,000 people on your email subscribers list. Not 50,000 like the stadium at Yankee Stadium could hold, but 5,000. How about 1,000? How about 10,000? Okay? So when you think about your list, like Yankee Stadium, imagine you had a megaphone, and you could talk to, you could correspond with those people. You could get the word out about a particular product or service, right? Because you have a megaphone, and you have 50,000 people in the instance when we talk about Yankee Stadium. They're just sitting there at your beck and call. A captive audience, right, who are there for a purpose. And so let's imagine, since you are in a stadium and we're using this stadium analogy, it's halftime, and the game is sort of they've gone into the lockers, and it's halftime, and you're in the middle of the stage. Okay, it's like the halftime show at Yankee Stadium, and someone hands you a megaphone, and for the next 5 minutes, you have that captive audience's attention, and you're able to pitch whatever it is you want to that captive audience. Do you think out of, let's just suppose, 50,000 people, raving fans, right, sitting inside of that stadium, that you could possibly sell your product or a service? Now remember, it's got to be related to what they're there for, right? So we're talking about Yankee Stadium. We're talking about baseball. So let's just throw something out there. Do you think, guys, maybe you could sell maybe, I don't know, a couple of hundred or maybe a couple of thousand of autographed baseballs to that 50,000 captive audience that you now have at your beck and call? Just an autographed baseball. It might cost $9.99. but you have 50,000 people, raving fans, sitting inside your stadium, right? We know they're baseball fans. So do you think that maybe you could take an autographed baseball from the home team's award-winning pitcher and sell a couple of hundred or maybe a couple of thousand of those baseballs to that captive audience? Of course you could, guys, right? And so we're going to talk today about how to broadcast the list that you're starting to build inside of Leads Leap, or the list that you're starting to build, period. You guys may have GetResponse, you may have Aweber, you could have SendShark. There are any number of contact management systems and autoresponders that you could have. But imagine you're building your list now. You've got your marketing system all set up. You're bringing people into your marketing system and you're building a list. And now you have a product, right, on the other side or inside of the marketing system that you can introduce these new people to. Now, these people are just like the people coming into the Yankee Stadium. They're there because they want to see a baseball game. Well, the people coming into your email subscribers list are opting in because they want to know more about possibly making more money working from home or whatever that thing is that you want to sell. And the reason why that's important is because the people would not give you their name and email address, or their name or email address, whatever you're asking for, if they weren't, in fact, interested in what it is you're talking about from your lead capture page, right? If that makes sense. So let's talk about the broadcast. So let's go back inside of Leads Leap, and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to, if I could get inside of Leads Leap, hold on. How we're going to broadcast the list, or how to write up a list, should I say, inside of Leads Leap. Now I'm back inside of my Leads Leap membership, and I'm going to come to the left hand side of my screen, and I'm going to come down to where it says email marketing, right? And if you look over here, guys, off to the top left, you'll see email marketing, right? And if you come down under email marketing and you tap broadcast, you'll see now I'm able to write up a broadcast. And in order to save time, what I've done, guys, is I've written up an email that's pertinent to this particular video. And so I'm going to go pull that email out of my email so that you guys can see. Now, when you're sending a broadcast, you would write your email up. So you're going to go to add a new broadcast right here. Okay. And once you go to add a new broadcast, you'll see we're inside the broadcast editor. Now, again, to save time, I've written myself up an email, and I'm going to go pull that email out of my email inbox, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it up because we're talking about your megaphone at Yankee Stadium, okay? So you guys are kind of hopefully following along in real time, right? And we're going to make that our title because that's what we're talking about, guys. We're talking about your megaphone at Yankee Stadium. And now I'm going to go pull the body of the email that I've written up out of the email that I've sent to myself to save time. And I'm going to paste that body of the email right inside the body of the email template, right? So there we are, your megaphone at Yankee Stadium. Okay, we talking about that. You guys, you're following along, right? So when you do that, this is as simple as it is when you go to write your broadcast. There's your title, right? There is the body of your email, right? You want to write a body of your email, and then we want to make sure that you're redirecting that prospect back to a particular product, service, a training, whatever it is you want to redirect that person to. Okay, so that's just a simple body. Now we can redirect from the body of the email by highlighting the part of the email that we want to have hyperlinked so that our potential prospects can click over to that particular thing, right? So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to highlight where I want, right, to the part of the text that I want to hyperlink, and I'm going to do that again. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to come right up here to where the chain link is, And when you hit that, you can insert the link to where you want that particular text to be redirected to in the body of the email. And because I already have a lead capture page, I'm going to use that same lead capture page in this example to keep it simple. And I'm going to link that lead capture page to that text. Okay, I'm going to link that lead capture page to that text. And if you guys look, you'll see now it's accentuated because it's now linked, right? And so let me see if I got that like I want. And you can play around with it, get it like you want it. And my wife probably, you can hear her in the background on the phone. Excuse me, guys. So anyway, I'm going to keep it like this just for this example. I think I'm going to move that up. Okay. And now we've hyperlinked where we want the body or the text inside of that email. We hyperlinked it, right? Now, guys, you can send yourself a test when you do this, right? And I highly recommend you guys make sure you go through your email, you spell check, you make sure everything is like you want it to be, and then you come right here in the middle and you send yourself a test email. See, I just sent myself a test email. I'm going to say okay because the system's letting me know that that email has in fact been sent to my email inbox. Remember, this is a broadcast, guys. Your megaphone at Yankee Stadium, okay? And that's what the title of this email is, and I've just written the body up. Now we're going to check my email to see if that email has in fact arrived in my email inbox. And there it is, guys. Your megaphone at Yankee Stadium. And you can see I am the sender. I'm going to click it. And now there you are, guys. There's the body of this, the title of the email. There's the body. And right here, guys, is where I want my prospects in this example, in this illustration, to be redirected to. And I hyperlinked it in the body and the text of the email. I'm going to click it. And it's going to take me right back to that lead capture page. Now, would I do that? Yes, I could do that, guys. But I probably wouldn't in an example like this. I'll probably redirect back to the product or the service. But I'm letting you guys know it doesn't matter what you redirect back to, right? As long as you're redirecting your prospects back to something. We know that they're on your list for one reason and one reason only. And that's because they were interested in what it was they saw you presenting them with in the very first place. So now that we know how to actually set up the title and we know where to go to set up a broadcast when we're ready to do that, now, guys, we can take that broadcast and we can send it out to every single person on our list right now. So if you're using Leads Leap, guys, here's what you want to do. You're going to make sure, first of all, you set a date for your broadcast to go out. And so today's date is the 3rd, right? It's the 3rd of July. And so you want to make sure you click that so that the 3rd of July is showing if that's when you want your email to go, right? You might want it to go on the 4th of July, which is tomorrow. Whatever date you want it to go, send it for that day, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to change it back to the 3rd. And then you want to come over here and select the time that you want that email to go. So it's going out on July 3rd, and let's come over here and select a time. Okay, a lot of people are off today because of the holiday tomorrow. So let's say a lot of people are home right now, just sitting back, relaxing and chilling. So I'm going to go for noon, right? Well, it's afternoon now. It's 1:19. So let's go for an even 2 o'clock? Let's go for 2 o'clock, guys. Okay, so let's come down here to 1400, right? And tick 1400, which is 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so now this email is set to go out at 2 o'clock today, right? Most people should be home, but it doesn't matter. You can set these broadcasts up anytime you want, as often as you want. And so that's the beauty of being able to, of having your own email subscribers list, your own megaphone at Yankee Stadium, so to speak. Okay, so now down here, guys, you want to select the list that you want, right? Now you can see I got a lot of lists, right? And I'm just gonna select all for this illustration. And now I'm going to hit all my active subscribers. And now, guys, what I want to do is make sure that it doesn't have to be a recurring broadcast, right? But if you want to repeat this broadcast, right? Remember, we're talking automation now. So I want this broadcast, it can go out just one time if I want, but if I want to repeat it, right? I can repeat the broadcast right here, guys. But you can say no. You may not want to repeat it. But this helps in terms of the automation of your business. So I'm going to say yes. I want to send this email out every, can start from 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 10 days. So I want to send this email out. Let's make it every 5 days, okay? Until, right, you want to start with today's date. This is when it's going to start. It's going to recur every 5 days until you can only go 2 months inside of SendSteve, guys. So I'm going to go through July. I'm going to take it all the way up through August on a Tuesday every 5 days through August 29th. So now I have a recurring broadcast. That's a broadcast that's going to continue to go out automatically to my list, all of my list, by the way, inside of SendSteve. And then I'll just simply scroll to the very bottom and save and activate the email and save the changes. And if you look up here, guys, you'll see your recurring broadcast has been saved. The next broadcast has also been created. So now that I've done that, guys, here it is. Here's the body. This email will go out over the course of the next 5 days, every 5 days until near the end of August. It will go out automatically. I don't have to touch this ever again until I'm ready to send, or if I want to go send another broadcast, I can. And staying in front of our target audience is paramount, okay? We want to make sure we continue to follow up with our list, with what it is they came on our list for, or related, congruent product and service, okay? Remember, this list building skill set is a skill set that can pay you for the rest of your life, right? Because now all you're doing, guys, remember, all we're doing, guys, is we're building an email subscriber list. And as those people come onto our list, we're continuing the conversation, so to speak, in terms of what it was they came on our list for, or they came onto our list and they opted into our list in the very first place. Now, the reason why you want congruency is because the very thing they came onto your list for was something that they were interested in. And again, that's why they gave you their email address and asked for more information. Now, that one particular thing might not be something they're interested in, but it could be something else that's very similar that you're marketing and promoting. It could be another service that you're marketing and promoting, right? Because we know that they're already interested in it in general. So we want to stay congruent in the product or /service we offer that list, because at some point in time, I promise you guys, you're going to be able to move product and service through that list, because that's why that person's on your list in the very first place, right? So we saw the list. We understand how that works, right? We understand that by building our own email subscriber list, it's like having a megaphone at Yankee Stadium. If you guys have yet to pick up Leads Leap, guys, and you're in the market for an autoresponder, right? A contact management system, Leads Leap is a great place to go. I'll leave the link for Leads Leap either through this link or in the YouTube video description area. I'll leave the over-the-shoulder bonus training where you guys you'll learn all kinds of other tricks and resources inside of Leads Leap. And then we'll continue with the advertising in the next video, because it doesn't matter how great your marketing system is without a consistent flow of eyeballs, a steady stream of people, your target audience, by the way, coming onto your list, into your pipeline. You just have a great business opportunity, and the sitting dormant, and we want to move product and service through our list, if that makes sense. Thanks for sitting in. I appreciate you guys so very much, and it's as simple as that when it comes to broadcasting your list inside of the Leads Leap platform. Thanks for sitting in. Again, I'll see you guys on the next video.